Hey all, welcome to Share Trek. This is Raj here. In my morning video, I had mentioned that I want to do two videos today, but I'm planning to combine both of them together. And this is a bonus video actually. So what you're going to get in this video is a few swing trading ideas that I'm exploring. And I'm also going to talk about a few dollar cost averaging long-term retirement portfolio candidates that I'm looking at. And for all of these swing trades as well as the retirement portfolio dollar cost averaging, I'm going to talk about the logic of why I think they are suitable for those purposes. And I'm also going to share a montage of the fall colors from my neighborhood when I went trekking yesterday with my folks. So that's what you're going to find in this video today. And I know that this is a very risky time to swing trade, especially when the VIX is elevated. But it's been a long time, and I have already ventured out to do a bit of swing trade, and I made some good money with Bluebird as well as SQZ Biotech. The shares that I had kept for placed an order to sell yesterday, they happened. I mean, on Friday, they happened and they got executed, and I got my profits. So I have that funds available for reinvestment, and these are some of the ideas that I'm pursuing. So again, these are my personal opinions and not trade ideas, and this is not financial advice. So please do your own due diligence before you invest or trade. With that said, let's get started. Welcome back, friends. The first idea is ticker symbol DNA, Ginkgo Bioworks. And I think for this idea, one would need a budget of $2,680 to buy 1,000 shares, and the potential profit is around $400. So this is one of the ideas that I'm pursuing personally. Let me explain that to you. Let me go on to the TradingView platform and explain the logic of why I think I could pull off this trade. So here we are in the TradingView platform. I'm in the chart for DNA, ticker symbol DNA, Ginkgo Bioworks. And you would see that all of these candles are a one-day candle out here. And if we were to look at the trading that has happened all the way from 9th of September onwards to today, we have been in a narrow range with the upper bounds being 3.33 and the lower bound being 2.68. So I am thinking that as we come closer to 2.68, I would like to buy 1,000 shares, and I would like to sell it closer to 3.22. And I have estimated that if I buy closer to 2.68 and sell closer to 3.20, I have a profit potential of $400 if I invested $2,680 buying 1,000 shares. And if I went for just 500 shares, I would probably get half the profit. That would be around $200 profit. And how long do I think it's going to take me to get that profit? Is there is a 50% chance that tomorrow we might hit the bottom out here, and I may be able to purchase this tomorrow. And then I'm looking at 3 days, 2 to 3 days, in which I would reach a high enough price level to sell and realize the gain closer to the gains of $400 that I was looking at. So that's one idea. It's also possible that we may fall down further beyond this, in which case we can go all the way to 2.38. So I'm mentally prepared for that. I don't think I'll worry about it too much, because eventually it has got to gravitate back to 3.20, and at that time I'll take profit. If it takes me 3 days, that is really good, but if it's going to take me 15 or 20 days, I'm prepared for it. So that's how I'm looking at it right now. And I think today and tomorrow we'll see a fall. So it's in a downward channel right now because the MACD is bearish. Momentum is also below 50% and continuing to fall down. And today it has lost 8.90%. So that's my game plan for DNA, which is the first of the trade ideas, swing trade ideas. The second swing trade idea I have is for ticker symbol PACB, Pacific Biosciences. Again, here I have a budget of $2,505 to buy 500 shares with an approximate profit potential of around $400. Again, let's go back into TradingView platform and I'll explain my logic to you. So here we are on our TradingView platform looking at the chart for PACB. Each of these candles is a one-day candle, and right now you can see there's a solid support for the price action for PACB, Pacific Biosciences, at 5.54 which happens to be the 100-day simple moving average, which is this thick blue line out here. And if it falls below that support, then it's going to come to this minor support level of 4.99. So somewhere close to 4.99 is my target purchase price, and somewhere close to 7.06 is my target sales price. And as you can see here, right from August 22nd onwards, it has never gone above that price, and all the way from Friday 5th of August 2022 onwards, it has not fallen below the lower line of support of 5.02. So I would say I'd buy somewhere closer to 5 and sell it somewhere closer to 7 or 7.01, something like that. So if I were to buy 500 shares, then I'm anticipating that I might potentially have a profit margin of around $400. And if I had more money, then if I put for 1,000 shares, then it goes on to 800. So the way I look at it, the MACD is still bullish. It has not yet crossed the signal line, but the momentum has already fallen below 50% and it's pointed down, and today we have lost 8.27%. So I'm thinking that if I'm looking at a very, very short-term scenario out here, I'm going to put a temporary line of support out here, and this is going to be the point at which I think the momentum has got a 50% chance of bouncing back. So by the time it comes down here, I think I should be somewhere closer to 5.02. So I'm going to buy, assuming that we are going to bounce off here. But then there's always a risk that we may go slightly lower than that. But again, my time horizon is not just 2 or 3 days. I'm okay to hold on for 15, 20 days and just sell it when I get profit. And I think there will definitely be profit opportunity in Pacific Biosciences for me. So this is the second idea that I have. Well, friends, as always, these are all my personal opinion. It's not financial advice. Please do your due diligence. I made my money recently because of some of these strategies with Bluebird and SQZ Biotech, but I could have been equally wrong. So it's not like I'm an expert or something, but this is my thought process. Now, on to the retirement portfolio, where I'm looking at dollar cost averaging opportunities for long-term investment in stocks, which not only give dividend, but would also have a heavy capital gain when the markets improve. So that's what I'm looking at in this particular segment out here. So the very first one for me is Apple. And I'm looking at Apple chart. Just let's go to the chart for a brief minute where you can have a look at the price action. Well, here we are on our TradingView platform, and we have a support here for Apple. Apple has lost 0.31% today. We have a support here for Apple. MACD is bearish, momentum is below average, and almost slightly sliding downwards. So Apple could go down further, but there is a very, very strong possibility that Apple might bounce off this green line of support at 137.41. If it did that, then we have a potential double bottom, which means that it's likely to go up further. So typically double bottoms will lead us to a swing in price upwards. That's one possibility that could happen. The second possibility is that we might break down below this, in which case I'm expecting that we would have support at 130.23. So my idea is that if I had the money, I would do a bit of dollar cost averaging and buy a little bit when we are closer to 137.41. And if we fall down further, then I will do partial purchases as we approach 129.98. And the first tranche I'll buy around 135.86, because in the past, around 135.86, we bounced back up again. So I would like to cover the eventualities. So a little bit here, and then when we are very close to the bottom out here at 130.10 or something like that, or 129.60, around that 128 range, I would buy the remaining, and then I'm looking at it bouncing back and regaining, and also we'll have dividends on the way. So that's one idea. The other idea I have is Microsoft. I think Microsoft has a potential to fall all the way down to $200, which is likely to be somewhere out here. So this is $200 out here, and this is the bottom up to which I think Microsoft can fall. And we can see that our MACD has now merged towards the signal line and ready to cross over to the bearish side. Momentum has also dropped significantly, and it could go all the way down to 30% before turning around. Today we have lost 2.16%. So I'm thinking at this point there's a good opportunity to dollar cost average, knowing fully well that we are not going to sell that I'm not going to sell this share for at least another 3 or 4 months or 6 months. And potentially what I want to do is to make this as one of the components of my retirement savings, so that I get not only dividends, but also I happen to get capital gains. And if you look at the dividends out here, you get a dividend of 62 cents. So dividend of 62 cents, it has been pretty consistent. There was in May, and then 3 months down the line, August, again 0.62, it comes in like clockwork. Likewise for Apple, if you look at the dividend, it's 23 cents, and it's like clockwork. Every 3 months you have 23 cents. These are my retirement dollar cost averaging ideas. And now I'm going to leave you with a montage of fall colors from my neighborhood. I hope you enjoy it. It will give you a glimpse into the area where I'm living and what I'm experiencing out here. I hardly ever use my camera for a selfie video, but here it is on the beach. This is the Pickering Beach on the background. Yeah, it's a regular day out here. Temperature is just about right, and everything's looking good here. Well, friends, that was my amateur attempt to do a bit of videography outdoors. I hope you liked it. It's a bit disjointed because I don't have experience doing this kind of a thing. But I just wanted to give you a glimpse of my world, what it looks like out here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please don't hesitate to put a like out there. And once again, all the trade ideas that I have spoken about here are what I am considering. These are my personal opinion and not financial advice. So please do your own due diligence, and all the best. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.